welcome back to the So Pretty and B channel. This is So Pretty and B, and we are in podcast mode right now. As y'all can see, it's a different type of, I'm in podcast mode, so we finna just go ahead and jump into it. For those that didn't know, I do have a podcast. It's called So Pretty, and it streams on Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, almost everything. Anchor. I don't think Anchor's Anchor anymore, but a little bit everywhere. So I'll have the link in the bio, and also you can find it on my social media websites as well. But today we're talking about dating in your 20s. Dating in your 20s. And I never wanted to be the one to try to touch on relationships because I just always felt like people would, it's going to be somebody that's going to be out there to relate. I'll just say that. It's going to be somebody that's going to be like, I feel you. And so, like, dating in my 20s, what was it like? It felt rushed, extremely demanding, childlike, and it was constant miscommunication all the time. And now that I think about it, I'm thinking to myself, like, what was all that for? That was so stressful. Like, I feel like dating in your 20s, like, I remember I used to date this guy back in college, and his mom made a comment, and I felt like she was trying to, like, be shady with me, but now that I think about it, I'm like, man, you're so right. She said, I don't feel like your 20s are for dating. I feel like your 20s are for, like, dating and being in a serious committed relationship. She said, I feel like your 20s are for, like, making mistakes and learning what you like, what you don't like, who you like to be around, who you are, because we're constantly changing and we're constantly growing. So, excuse me, I get it now. I'm 30 and I'm a few months into 30, and life it's going at, like, this weird pace that it's like, it's slightly uncomfortable, but it's like, okay, I'm here for it. Let's embrace it. And, yeah, I'm enjoying what's happening right now because I'm learning so much about myself. I hate that I put so much emphasis on dating in my 20s, because now that I'm 30, I want to be single. And that has nothing to do with, like, another man or anything. It just has everything to do with, wow, I get to do all of these things. I get to, like, sit at a dinner table alone and order whatever I want and not have nobody complain. Or anybody look at me crazy or say, ew, you like ketchup? Or just different things like that. I like to be able to try different things and explore. And I want to be my very, like, open self. I want to be my most vulnerable self when I'm dating somebody. And I think that's the feeling I was chasing in my 20s. And I'm like, now I'm in a space where I'm like, girl, you could do that for yourself. You can go out the country by yourself. You can, I don't recommend it. Let me say that so my mama heart don't start beating too fast. I just feel like now dating, I don't want to. I don't care to, because I feel like I'm too busy dating myself. Things that I'm learning now, that I'm taking into consideration, things that I didn't know in my early 20s compared to now when it comes down to dating, I would say is, and I try to, like, constantly remind myself of when I do have someone that says, hey, I'm interested in you. If they wanted to, they would. If a man loves you enough, if a woman loves you enough, whatever you know, if your partner loves you enough, or if they want it bad enough, they would do it. They would show up. They would be supportive. They would love on you. They'll respect you. They won't make you feel anything other than love. And if something does happen to where it's like, something does happen, because let's just be human. I feel like the respect that you have for your partner, you're bound to work it out. So that's one thing I know. It's like, if they wanted to, they would. If someone wants to work it out with you, they will. And it shouldn't be constant confusion. It shouldn't be constant foolishness going on. That's one thing that I learned. Like, I know it's some women, like I used to watch like these documentaries, like not documentaries, but it was like Steve Wilkos, and it was this girl, she was black and blue, and she said something like, oh, if her man beats on her, that means he loved her. And I'm thinking to myself, like, no ma'am, I rebuke that type of energy. I can't have that. No. To hit me, I'm sensitive already. Like, I'm sensitive to see like somebody be hurt. Like, I don't want to be hurt. You know, I get sad if I see somebody like looking like how she did. And that's not love. Like, not letting a man hit on you. I also learned how to maintain my own sense of individuality in a relationship as well. I just feel like that's important, because what I do in the beginning of a relationship is what I'm going to be doing in the relationship the entire time. So, like, a fun fact about me, I like to do stuff alone. I like to go out by myself alone. I like to just do things by myself. I like to go to the movies. I like to have dinner. I like to go to the bar, stuff like that. I will legit go by myself. And like, I'll run into people that'll be like, oh, you acting brand new, or da 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 da, or like it could be something that happened, and I'll just go off and do something that I've always done, and it'll bother them. Like, and I'm thinking to myself, no, I've always done this. This is why you like me, because I was an independent person that didn't need to have a group of people around to have a good time. And so I understand in the context of what it, how you can abuse that the way it looks. But being able to just do stuff by yourself. I know some people that have never sat down and had dinner alone. They're like, I can't do it. I gotta go home. And I'm thinking to myself, like, it's fun. I'll sit up and prop my phone up and watch anime, or I'll meet someone there. I've had my whole meal paid for just because I was by myself. People think I got stood up on a date or something. They'll be like, oh my God, I paid for your meal. Like, and I'm like, thanks. Oh my God, I'm so sad. But the whole time I'm like, I was just chilling, and I just happened to be in the room. But yeah, maintaining your sense of individuality. And also now I ask myself, like, am I able to give what I require? It's a lot of people that will sit here and jump into relationships and require people to do things that they can't do, that they're not capable of. They've never seen themselves do it, but they still require you to do it. And I don't like that. That's kind of, I don't know what tactic that is. Maybe y'all can leave that in the comments below and let me know what that is. Is that manipulation? I don't know. I'm still learning about everything myself. But yeah, not to ask nobody to, I'm not about to ask no man to do this for me when I haven't been doing it for myself. So a lot of women that I notice, they'll get in these relationships and they'll be like, oh, I need my nails done, I need my hair done, I need my feet done 24/7. Every week you need to make it happen. And I'm thinking to myself, ma'am, you wasn't doing this before you got with this man. What are you doing here? You know what I'm saying? It seems like you're trying to take advantage of the situation. And we've all been guilty of doing that. I'm honest. I've done bad stuff before, and it's like, I don't think that that's okay. That type of behavior, taking advantage of people, is good. So don't do that. Don't ask anybody anything that you don't require of yourself. Like, I keep myself up. My nails were already going to be done tomorrow and today. So if I start dating you tomorrow, I'm going to expect the same thing. Not from you, but like, nothing's going to change. Like, my maintenance won't change. So, and then even just emotionally and spiritually, like, are you able to give this person what they need? Like, you can't require this person to be a God-fearing woman, but yet you don't even pray for her. You can't. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. That's one thing. And then another thing that I also remind myself of now is just to keep God in the center of things. When you have God in the center of things now, it's like, now that I've like just said, hey, God, I give it to you. I'm done. You can have it. You can have me. I got to the point where I was just like, whoa, like, you really got to change yourself. Like, you got to change everything around you, because you're not making the best decisions. You got to be able to hold yourself accountable, and you got to wake up with something that's guiding you in the morning, for sure. And that's keeping God in the center of it. And that is what has been helping me. And I'm trying to make sure that I just stay focused on God. So if I am going to be with anybody, I need them on the same type of time, if not more, because I'm in a space where I want my relationship to grow more with God. So I need that to be just as important. So that's like the number one thing. I should have started with that. And then just being transparent and honest. That's it. Because at the end of the day, whoever I am, you're going to find out who it is. I'm not going to be able to maintain this persona this entire time. You're going to find out who I really am. So I might as well be upfront with you and let you know what type of individual I am, and let you know what, people might have said about me, or just anything. Just being honest and giving a person a chance versus like putting them in a situation that they don't want to be in, that they think that they're in, and then it turns into something else. And they're like, oh my God, I can't believe this. But it's like, and also we also have to hold ourselves accountable too for the people that we pick. Because we'll sit here and be like, man, this person is doing this to me or that to me, or I'm doing that to them. You got to be accountable for your own actions. You can't be out here just treating people crazy. If you don't want to be in a relationship, this is another thing that I learned in my 20s. If at any point in time you don't want to be in a relationship, you don't need to be in that relationship, because you don't know the effects that it'll have on the other person, your partner. If you're a man or a woman that does bad things to their partner, eventually it's going to rub off on them, and it's going to turn into something that they're not even going to be able to recognize. They're going to be like, what's happening here? And if this person loves you, they're going to try to work things out with you. So it's like, and this is multiple relationships that I've seen in my 20s, like just with friends or people that I've seen just online. That's what it is. Like, one person isn't fully committed. And they say the chances of a person like cheating and just doing things like that is extremely high. And one thing that I won't allow somebody to make me feel is like I gotta go through hell and back just to get to the altar. I'm not doing that. I'm not about to sit here and I'm not gonna let nobody convince me that I have to put up with certain behaviors and negativity in order to be able to satisfy my partner. I'm not doing that. Or to just have somebody around. Like, we're not desperate to have anybody around. We're not doing that. No. And I don't know who need to hear that, but if you having issues with your relationship and you just feel like it's not serving you, leave. Anything that isn't serving you and pushing you in the right direction towards either God, your career, your family, just being a better person altogether, it is not serving you, leave. Leave before you turn into someone that you don't want to be, before you end up hurting people, because hurt people. That's one thing that I've always heard and never really understood. So hurt people. Remember that. So a person hurts your feelings, you're going to want them to feel the exact same hurt that you feel. You got some people that's going to be like, oh, I've never felt that way. No, it's people out there that feels like, nah, I want you to feel the way I feel. That's where the whole concept, and I know it's true because that's where the whole concept of a tooth for a tooth, an eye for an eye, that's where that came from. Like, people want you to feel how they feel for real because it's the principle of it. And even after the person feels the way you feel, it doesn't change the fact that they'll never really get that genuine feeling because they knew it was coming, or they knew that energy was already there now. You didn't know, so it's like you take that eye, they know that it's coming because they did this. So it's kind of like they're already warned about it. Well, you weren't warned. You just got your shit plugged. Excuse me. You just got your eye plugged, so it'll never equate. And that's why I don't really think serious dating in your 20s is necessary in order for you to be successful and just becoming a better person and just being the very best version of yourself that you could possibly be. I think you could do that without a man. I feel like if you focus on your goals and your career, do every 6 months, you doing like a vision board for your phone or whatever the case is, a virtual one, or just something to constantly remind you of why you're waking up every day to go get this money, to go and, you know, take care of your family and do what you got to do, to get yourself out of situations so that you don't have to like deal with certain things anymore. So just committing to yourself first. I feel like when you commit to yourself and you take care of yourself, you're going to end up finding somebody that is on the same path as you, and y'all are going to mesh, and it's going to feel so natural. And it's going to, and that's the thing, that is the one thing that I'm going into like my 30s. It has to be natural. Like if I feel any anxiety around you, it's no. I don't think so. I'm not feeling it. If I feel anything outside of peace around you, I don't want to be around you. And I'm in a space now where I'm like, I'm being more honest. You know, I used to be like, have a hard time with that. I'm being more honest about what type of situation I want to be around. And if you okay with that, then cool. If you're not, cool. I don't care. So yeah, that's what I feel like going into my 30s and dating is about. Dating me. Like, I'm enjoying this. I take myself out the country. I take myself on dates. I buy myself jewelry. I do, you know what I'm saying? I do everything for myself that a man could do for me. I pay my own bills. Ooh, wee. I pay my own bills, you know, so it's like, you want to choose the best option. You want to have the best option. So the best thing that you could do is work on you. So yeah, enough of that. So yeah, thank you guys I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is definitely like what my podcast is about. We touch on certain topics and we, you know, just go into it and just go on a breakdown, and that's it. We bring it back around. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank y'all for sticking with me for so far. Everybody, oh yeah, if y'all are new, like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're returning, make sure you share it, like, comment, all of the above. So thank y'all for sticking with me, and y'all have a great day. I don't know, I'm getting home. I ain't no stuff. Baby, shit ain't got big on you.